morning, YouTube. Out here today. I'm at the house in town right now, and I'm walking around the backyard looking at this damage out here and kind of deciding what we're going to do with this. I had a pretty good idea. It's probably going to be, we're going to do the same thing, except I got some bigger clips this time, so I'll be able to clip it better so it'll hold a little bit more. They're thicker, bigger. So I'm going to kind of walk you through here and show you what I got, what I'm working with right now. This bit of a mess. I haven't been able to get to it for a while because we've been doing other work. So this is the first chance I've had actually really to sit down and get to it. Now we're kind of in the middle of monsoon right now. The wind has stopped, but it's been raining for like a week and a half solid. So we got flooding everywhere, and the backyard's flooded. I got puddles everywhere, so I'm standing in water right now. But it might start raining. It looks pretty overcasty and gross. It looks cold and rainy right now, but it's really not. It's actually probably about 85 degrees, and it's hot and sweaty and muggy and gross. So, but I'm gonna get on this. So here, this is what we got. So we got, this one is all the way down right here. I gotta, well, two sides down. So I gotta put the two sides back up and get this off of here. And this over here kind of trashed our stuff a little bit. The bird bath is done. So that's going in the trash. I think we're gonna try to glue it, but it'll probably go in the trash. And then this one here is down on one side, that one's down on one side. So I got three sides of this good. I need to get that side up. And it looks like the lights are sagging. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with the lights and get those tightened up a bit. So I'll take care of that. This string of lights did good. And this one from here to there did good. The other side's sagging a bit, so I'm gonna have to get that tightened up and figure out what's going on there. I got this side is down, so I'm gonna have to get that one attached back up there. And then this here, this guy is sagging pretty bad, so I'm gonna have to tighten that one up also. And then once I get done with that, I'm gonna come through here. With the rain, these guys just went crazy back here. This is the end of the watermelon and cantaloupe that we had planted over here. And these guys went totally crazy, and they're choking out some of our peppers and tomatoes back here. Look at this mess. I actually pulled these back a little bit yesterday because they were choking out my tomatoes. So I think I might have to pull this guy in the back. I'm gonna let him go for a little bit and see if he can coexist. But if he starts getting into my tomatoes again, I think I'm gonna cut him down and just take him out. So, but this is the watermelon and cantaloupe, and we got some fruit back in here somewhere if I can find it. Yeah, here we go. We got a cantaloupe hiding back here, and you see, I think we have a watermelon. There's another cantaloupe back here. I don't know if you can see it right there. He's hiding back there, and I think we have a watermelon up under here. Yeah, there it is right there. We got a watermelon down here, so we got some fruit coming in on it. It's doing pretty good. So I just need to trim it back a little. I think we're into the neighbor's yard a bit too up here, so I'm gonna trim those back a little bit. And the tomatoes are looking good. No fruit yet. I don't know if the bees can't get to them or what, but no fruit. So I think we have some peppers, but anyways, so the carrots are good. Beets are doing excellent. So we'll go look at that in a little bit, but let me get through this mess. Okay, so, oh crap. So this guy here, I've stood it back up. It was, if you recall the last video, it was on its side or tipped all the way over. And it's funny because we had a windstorm that came through before the main monsoon that tore up the backyard and just ripped this whole shade thing right off of here. And even with turning it over and throwing it down on the ground over there, I fixed this. You can see I tried to glue it and that didn't work, but I put a bolt through it here, and that fix actually held even in the big one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this fix on the other side over there and get it straightened back out and tighten it down, and hopefully that'll work for that. So anyways, so I'm gonna get this stuff in order right now, and I'll set up the camera over on the side so you can see. I gotta rig something up with an umbrella in case it starts raining so the camera don't get wet, but I'll figure something out and get that rigged up. And so I got all the hardware laid out here for what I'm gonna need. DeWalt, I got bolt snaps here, quick links. These are the bigger ones because the little ones broke, so I got the bigger, thicker ones. I got a turnbuckle and some other thimble clip hardware and some molly stuff. Oh, poncho, these are excellent. Everybody should have these. We keep these around all the time, even though it's Arizona. You know, we don't get a lot of rain out here except for during monsoon, but when it does rain, you want to have a poncho because it comes down pretty good. So also, before I forget, I gotta fix this here. I just kind of zip tied it right here. So I just kind of zip tied these up just to hold them in place so they weren't, killing the grapes, because they had them face down on the ground over here. So I just pulled them up and zip tied them to keep them upright so that they don't kill the grapes. And I need to go through them and get them all reattached and put up the way that they're supposed to be. So I got 3 cloths, all of the cable with the lights. I also got to redo the misting system. Not like we need misting system right now, but when it's hot and dry, the misting system is real nice. So I'm going to hook that back up. And then I got to trim back all of the stuff that's gone crazy. So all right, I'm gonna get some coffee and get my poncho on, get this camera set up, and then I'm gonna get on it. So stay tuned. Thanks. So that's what the wind does to those little bitty clips. Yeah, I should have known better than to use these tiny little things, but that's what they had when I went there for hardware. So I got the bigger, thicker ones now. Hey, you're gonna get all wet. Oh. Yeah, oh. Come on, get yourself inside. Come on, you. Hey. Alright, so I've tied up all of these across here, and I got all of these hooked up once more on the hooks with new clips. I put new, bigger, thicker clips in place of the old bent ones. Took all of those down and redid all the hardware for all of them. So you can see here, I got this all hooked up on the corners. That middle one's a little bit low, but I think that's okay like that. And then this guy here, this guy's still hanging pretty low, but you can see where the holes are where I had the zip ties hooked in it and had it pulled tight onto the cable going across here, so I'm gonna redo that. And I'm also going to hook up the rehook up the misting system across here and the rest of that, and then down the other side, and then the lights as well. So I'm gonna get that all hooked back up and get that situated and put together. I'm gonna move the camera over here so that you can see better what I'm doing here. So I'm gonna get that set up for it, and I'll continue with the rest of this, and then we'll get this shade over the swing fixed, and then I gotta do some clipping and stuff, and yeah, almost done. Stay tuned. Alright, so we're gonna hook the solar back up. This came down in the storm up here. It's gonna be a pain in the butt. Clean off the screen so we can get some good solar coming through. Alright, that'll work. So that's for this string of lights here. And we're going to do this one over here. This one you can see where it was before, and the wind blew it right out. Oh well, there's the screws are still in it. Pop these out. These, I should have known these little tiny screws weren't going to work. But that's when they send the ones that come with it. You want to go big, right? So. Put this top one in first. Jeez. Alright. And I gotta fix that too. Fixing that next. Oh, come on, really? Good enough. Okay. Alright, that'll hold it. it's not coming down, so that's all I'm concerned about, is that it doesn't come down again. So that's pretty good. Alright, and this one, I don't think this one came down, but it's pointing. I guess we did lose one of the screws. Let me go grab a screw for that real quick. One of the good things about having a bag full of screws laying around.
Not intentional, we just lose the boxes.
That and a lot of those are just left over from projects where they give you extras and we just keep them and throw them in bags. Alright, that ought to hold that. This is for this string here. That one is for this and the other. So, alright, takes care of that. Alright, so first thing we're going to put a hole right here in this. Turn it
So that it matches the other side that I broke by not knowing my own strength.
Yep. Okay, and then this one over here, we're going to run a hole up through it. Ooh, wow, look at that. I think at an angle. Like that. I'm not going to push too hard on that because that's probably sharp. Right.
You're a bleeder.
Let's see if this works. That. And right through, ouch, there, and put that guy down, that. That's all we got to do is tighten it. And it won't be perfect, but it'll stay. So, let me get a still big enough.
That's what she said.
Okay. Ooh. Trying to take off on me. Cinch this guy down. I'll check the other side and make sure it's down good and tight also.